And a lot of people have asked us how we came up with the name Kintsugi. Where did the name Kintsugi Village come from? It actually comes from a very personal place. And while you may not know the word, you probably have heard of this old Japanese art of taking broken pottery or jewelry, repairing it with gold in the cracks, so the resulting piece is even more beautiful. Kintsugi Village is really a community hub here in Detroit, something that's a vision that my partner Hamsa and I created a couple of years ago. We decided that we were going to do something else, that we wanted a new challenge. We said, what if we could take what we did in business and bring it to a local community here in Detroit? And Hamsa said right away she wanted to do something with children. I said, let's build a school. And that led to thinking about what kind of school we wanted to build. How did we want to teach these kids? How could we do it differently? And we came upon this wonderful curriculum called Reggio Emilia that focuses not just on academics, but on life skills.
The first part of Kintsugi Village was the school. And so what we decided to do was focus on early childhood. And the reason that's important is because we really wanted to be able to impact these kids at a very early age. We also realized that there's a really big need in Detroit at this level. And so we decided to look at a curriculum and how do we want to teach these kids. And we came upon a curriculum called Reggio Emilia, which is born out of a town in Italy. Reggio Emilia takes the idea of community and family being really important and critical in development of these kids. It also brings in the arts and outdoor and nature and food and culinary. And we thought how wonderful it is to group all these components together and again expose these kids to these pillars. And so that's where the idea of Kintsugi Village was born, the school portion. So then we went to building this village and this school. We came upon this really wonderful building, and then we were able to open up in October of 25. We started with one classroom, and we've been able to slowly build and bring more kids from the neighborhood. It is prioritizing the kids of the neighborhood and their needs as well.
When we walked into Kintsugi Village, we felt that we were kind of home. In a way, it felt cozy, it felt calm, it felt collaborative, and these were all things that we were looking at when we were trying to find a new school for our son Gabriel. Perfect Classroom really makes students feel that they can explore in all different areas. It allows them to be collaborative with other kids. It allows them to feel if they want to be independent or they want to mix and mingle with the other kids. It's really a place that is designed for all kids. It's about being accessible to every type of kid. And I think Kintsugi does a really, really good job of being able to bring that environment into a classroom for all kids.
I would say the furniture in the classroom really helps bring them together. It brings them to a shared space where they collaborate with one another and brings them together, especially during times during the day like meal times, to promote conversation and a really feeling of togetherness.
The classroom environment is known as the third teacher in the Reggio Emilia philosophy. The way that we promote that in our classroom environment is providing different places in the classroom for independence, in the sense that they are in charge of the activities that they're doing or the learning that they want to partake in. But it also is collaborative in having different areas set up where multiple students can join at the same time to work on the same activity.
So we had the opportunity over the last couple of years to engage in this project of Kintsugi Village, and I'll let Lori explain how we kind of got started.
Yeah, well, this has been a truly exciting and impactful project for us. We got involved about a year ago, and then things halted for a little bit, and then we picked back up when we were able to start working directly with some of the founders here at Kintsugi Village. And it just was something that we felt passionate about because this is a community project. It's actually an adaptive reuse project in Detroit, which is one of the communities which we live, work, and play. And that's a core value at MBS, is being able to support those communities.
And so when we got into the specifications of the product, we chose, again, we've kind of worked through different shapes and sizes and scale. Can you speak to a little bit about that?
Yeah, so like I think we realize, at the heart of Kintsugi, it's not a one-size-meets-all type of environment. So taking a little bit from the motto, it's a puzzle piece essentially. And what we kind of have in the classrooms is very similar to that story. It's a puzzle piece, we have a round, we have a star, we have a half moon. It makes sense because not every kid is the same, and not every teacher is the same, and not every learning style is the same. So we're representing that in the story and in the classrooms.
As we were building the school and the classrooms, it was really important for us to focus on the feel and the environment and the energy of the place. Not just for our kids, but also our staff and anyone who is welcomed into the building. And so we were really excited and very grateful to partner with Smith Systems, who understood what we were trying to accomplish, who brought color and comfort and really beautiful furniture that has taken our space and our school to the next level.
One of the partners that we work with and we were introduced to was Smith System. And we found right away that this was more than a partnership, it was a collaboration, that the furniture donated to us were going to make a huge impact on the lives of the kids that we're touching. And when we had people that were not a vendor but were a partner that understood why we were doing what we were doing, that came out, scoped out the environment and created some custom special things just for our classrooms, we've been so thrilled with that partnership and we're very grateful to them.
Open, shut them, put them in your lap, like this. Creep down, crawl down, creep down, crawl down, right up to your chin, chin, chin. Open wide your little mouth like this. But do not